Welcome to another episode of our podcast. I am your host Prachi Goyal, and with me is my co-host Vaibhav Kulkarni. Today we have a guest as Pargat Singh, the co-founder and CEO of Zest Auto Care with us. Based in Ludhiana, Punjab, Pargat is creating his footprints in automobile industry, offering eco-friendly and premium services. His leadership at Zest Auto Care has seen the company rapidly expand to 5 cities. Pargat has founded another venture, Sova Skill and Digital Sky. We will know about his entrepreneur journey in through this podcast. Welcome to this podcast, Pargat.
Thank you, Prachi. It's pleasure to be on the show. We have known each other from a long time before, and it's great connecting back. Hello, guys.
Great. Thank you, Pragat. Welcome to the podcast. So, Pragat, I'm very eager because I think since I heard from Prachi and then मैंने जब सुना कि you're doing something into auto care because I think ये honestly I have no idea but how I was thinking about this और ये मैं बहुत बार सोचता हूँ जब भी कोई मैं आसपास देखता हूँ ना कोई जाके कार क्लीन कर रहा है I always used to think यार इनको कोई organize करे and then we built some sort of maybe a platform or maybe a startup around it जहाँ पे लोग घर जाके clean up करें and I think this is exactly what you are doing. So this is something that I personally very relate to. But now I really interested to know कि ये कैसे start हुआ because I went through your profile and I found out you're not a mechanical engineer, neither automobile engineer. And I think ऐसे जो business होते हैं mechanical auto side वाले ज़्यादातर लोग इस field से होते हैं. But then how it started basically for you?
So, should I be honest or should I make a story? What should I do? So,
I think people would like to know honest.
yeah. So let's be honest here. Actually, I come from a very rural background, right? And at my village, we have a service station here where we usually go. We wash our cars, right? So once me with my co-founder was sitting there, he was already into the spare part business before, right? So we both were sitting there, and we saw this problem that people come there, people wait for a long time, right? And it becomes sometimes hectic for them because usually जब हम लोग अपनी कार वॉशिंग या कार सर्विस के लिए किसी एजेंसी या किसी नॉर्मल सर्विस स्टेशन पे जाते हैं we have to wait because there is already a client base who is in touch with the owner of that agency or या फिर वर्कशॉप वाले का कुछ खास बंदा होता है तो he always prefer them राइट और अगर आप कहीं गलती से न्यू कस्टमर हो किसी एजेंसी पे सो यू आर नॉट वेरी श्योर कि आपको एक प्रीमियम या फिर एक स्पेशल अटेंशन फॉर योर व्हीकल मिलेगा राइट एंड कमिंग फ्रॉम अ मिडिल क्लास फैमिली आई नो दैट एक मिडिल क्लास गाय के लिए बाइंग अ कार एंड आफ्टर दैट लुकिंग आफ्टर इट इज अ ग्रेट थिंग for especially for a boy, right? So we are so much connected to our cars or bikes, right? So we need to take a special care of it. So we decided this whole thing. It all started with the joke, this whole damn thing of washing cars should be at the doorstep of people, and we start catering orders online, right? We just joked each other. And suddenly after that, after a few months, we connected back again, me and my friend, and we decided, why don't we take this further? This is a good idea, and we talked to some people in this industry, and we saw that several people are trying to do this thing, but there are a lot of loops that we need to figure out, right? So that's how we stepped into this whole idea of bringing premium services with special attention at your doorstep, right? Because when it comes to convenience, currently in India, you are seeing that the doorstep service startups are in the boom. The market is in the boom, right? And when it comes to special attention, people are so welcoming to the startups who are giving them the special treatment, them the VIP treatment, right? So that's how we thought of this idea. This whole thing started from a washing mindset that we only wash the cars, we'll build something around it, we'll earn some good money, we'll try to earn some good money, and then figure out if this thing is working or not. But yes, this whole thing was a good. The whole joke I will say was a good starting for this whole venture. And currently we are, as Prachi mentioned, that we are currently stepping up to 5 cities, right? We are expanding so fast. We are expanding our services. We have added premium services, which we'll be talking, up in the upcoming podcast whole show, right? and that's how we started. And this is a true story. This whole thing started with a joke with my guy, and now we are running a venture where we are already having 20 people in the organization, and let's hope for the best. Finger crossed.
Great.
Great.
So the start seems to be like quite energizing. So basically, Pargat, I want to understand that you have mentioned 5 cities, right? And
Yeah.
even like, but our audience doesn't know that which are that 5 cities. I know you are from Ludhiana, but can you mention that which are those 5 cities?
Yeah, sure. So basically, we are currently serving in Ludhiana, then Chandigarh, then Noida, then Hyderabad, because one of our co-founders is from there, right? And one city which currently is not unlocked, but we have started the process there, is in Gurgaon, right? So these are the major 5 cities that we are already stepped in. One of our shareholder is from Noida only, so we have our well settled infrastructural support there. Even we are into EV business from our B2B path, right? And here in Punjab, we have our major offices, headquarters, I would say Ludhiana and Chandigarh are being served here, and our Hyderabad is being looked after by one of our co-founders. So this is how we are structured currently, right? And there are plans to expand to more cities, and let's hope for the best.
So from which city you have started and कैसे customers को पहली बार कैसे लाए?
So it all started in Ludhiana only. Basically, not in Ludhiana. We There is a nearby city where I live, which is Moga. Right, Moga is a district, and there's a small city in Punjab.
होगा.
Yeah, Moga. Yeah. So there it all started as a pilot project, and we pitched it to our own known friends and family members, and from there we got ahead. And I am, if I'm not wrong, we got our first 100 customers within Moga only, and within 2 months of no marketing at all, online spend, right? And just simple offline word to word, word of mouth marketing, right? So that's how it all started. When we got ahead in Moga, we decided that let's not stay here in the small city. Why don't we take this whole thing to a bigger city, to the heart of Punjab that we say, right, to Ludhiana, and see if the people are giving more response to this whole project that we are starting, right? So this whole thing was a college project by then, because those two guys were my juniors, right? So they all joined me, trusted me because I was already from being a founder. I was a founder before, so they trusted me that yes, he can take this thing to another level if we'll be with him, and I trusted them because they were already into the family businesses, were into spare parts, and the other guy was good at the marketing skills. So we decided to take it to Ludhiana then. And shockingly, when we come to Ludhiana, we got a very good response, and then the rapid growth started. So this whole thing started in November, but our official operations are only in action from last 4.5 months.
Wow. I think what you mentioned ki organically orders aa gaye, that is I think every founder's dream, right? You don't spend anything and then you get orders. So
Yeah.
great. But I think for I know that Ludhiana and Hyderabad is both ऑटो सेंट्रिक मार्केट, बट आई मीन यहाँ पे कंपटीशन भी बहुत है, लाइक बहुत सारे अदर ब्रांड्स है जो ऐसे ही सेगमेंट में, और वो काफी बड़े बड़े ब्रांड्स है, लाइक सो वन ऑफ देम आई नो इज 3M. सो 3M इज दैट ऑल नो दैट ग्लोबल ब्रांड है. सो उसके साथ compete करना, एंड देन आई थिंक हाउ चैलेंजिंग इज दिस, कैसे किया, एंड देन डू यू सी एनी usually होता है ना कि rivalries and this kind of stuff. So if you don't want to talk about it, that is okay, but I'm just wanting to know कि क्या impact होता है.
Like obviously, पहले जब हम लोग, to be very honest, we are young founders, right? And young founders are very enthusiastic, right? Me talking about myself, right? तो हमें एक छोटा सा hit मिलता है, we are just like on the another world, right? In another world, right? We feel like कि सब कुछ हमारे पास ही है, we are going to get the funding, we are going to get this, we are going to get this, right? So
अब तो यूनिकॉर्न बना लेंगे,
right? Yeah. So like it's obvious, right? Because you are trying new stuff, you are getting hit, right? And people are appreciating you, you are getting the orders, you wake up, you see you have already 5 orders booked, your day is jammed, right? Your people are on your work, right? People say you sir, and that's what makes you feel more proud of you. So in Ludhiana it was like very energetic, but when we stepped in to Noida, when we stepped into Hyderabad was first city, first metro city where we stepped in. Then we felt, okay, now we need people to know about us. Nobody will just give us order that okay, there is somebody doing this service, then let's give the order to it. They want trust of the organization, right? As you said, 3M is already a big player in it. So 3M basically is relying much more on its distribution channel and the offline workshops and offline detailing studios. So majority of its revenue is coming from distribution and detailing studios basically, right? So we started, figuring out the things that what new thing can we add. Okay, washing cannot only bring the business to the company. Washing is just a small segment, and it will not hit the customer. It will not hit the investor if you will talk about it. Even it will not hit the incubator if you are going to incubate in some incubator. So then we started figuring out new startups. We started looking out our competition, that what is happening in the market and what new can we add. So Hyderabad at first moment was a very bad experience for us, and it completely shattered us. That okay, now here we need people who will tell us on how to make a brand. Now actually you need to work on it, how to market it and how to place your brand in that segment. So then, we fixed that. We figured out that we need to add more services that are not yet in the market as a doorstep service. I'm talking about that, right? So then people may be interested in us, and then once they are interested in us, we may give them a better customer experience to gain their trust. So this was the whole pipeline that we designed when we were going to the metro cities. And thanks to our mentors, thanks to our advisors who were backing us in this whole process, right? I am very glad, I am very lucky, grateful that I am backed by some good mentors who are already big players in the market from last 6 to 7 years, and also my investor from last ventures who always backs me whether I am in a loss situation, whether I am in a profit situation. And that's how figuring out things on your own and learning from people who are already in the market. That's how we figured out the things, right? And we fixed our place in the market. So from washing, we added on premium periodic services, right? Premium AC services that people cannot think of getting at their doorstep, because still people are some in some areas, some posh areas, people know that there are services that can be brought to your doorstep, but in majority of the areas, these services that I'm talking about, periodic service at your doorstep, AC service at your doorstep, right? Still, people are not known to it. So that's how Hyderabad gave us a good. Hyderabad still we are figuring out things, but gave us a good comeback there. So this was the whole concept behind it.
Great. और लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इमेजिन आई एम अ यूजर राइट, तो अभी एक यूजर जर्नी कैसे दिखती है, एज इन कि मैं कैसे आपको लाइक हाउ डू आई नो यू, लाइक डू यू रन एड्स, मुझे आपके बारे में कैसे पता लगता है, देन यू हाउ डू आई प्लेस ऑर्डर, डू आई नीड टू कॉल यू, इज इट द वेबसाइट, फिर बंदा आता है तो वो क्या करेगा, सो कैन यू जस्ट गो थ्रू अ प्रोसेस ऑफ एंटायर थिंग.
या श्योर. सो बेसिकली हम लोगों ने इसको वेबसाइट से स्टार्ट किया, राइट? तो वेबसाइट से वी वेंट ऑन, वी आर इन एन ऐप बट इट इज एक्सक्लूसिव फॉर द मेंबर्स ओनली करंटली, बिकॉज बहुत यूआई यूएक्स के ऊपर हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, राइट? तो for the new person, it all starts from an ad. People usually watch our ads, Instagram ad. We spend a good amount on Instagram ads now, right? क्योंकि अभी अच्छे खासे cities में है and we are doing good revenues now. So completely bootstrapped we are for now, and we run ads, and that's the first initial stage from where a user journey starts. So they come to our website or they text us on our WhatsApp number. We get their data, and then our customer representative will get in touch with them, and we ask them for whatever the service they are getting it, right? On people who are just getting their orders on the website, they can just directly go to our website and put their vehicle number, put their car model, what service they want. All the services are categorized there. Still, the services that I'm talking about, the periodic services and the other services, are yet to be listed because some maintenance work is working, on the website. So they just book their service, book the calendar slot, right? Whatever time they prefer, and then the order is done. So these all are prepaid orders basically. So then once the order is done, our mechanic get the order notification on their number, on their app that we have built for them, and from there he get the location of the client, and they'll travel to the client, and then will deliver the service basically whatever will be ordered. So this is how the things are done. Customer can get the washing service done at their doorstep. I think I don't have to elaborate more about washing service, but periodic service is what people usually talk about. When it comes to service, people usually think, okay, क्या करोगे घर पे आके? What are the things that you will be faced, right? So 19 checkpoints हैं हम लोगों के that we in a classic service, एक simple service के अंदर that we see in a car, जिसको हम लोग car diagnosis बोल देते हैं. For example, Vaibhav, you have a car, right? You have, let's say, Indica Vista with you, right? You have booked a periodic service on our application, right? And the mechanic is coming to your home. So आपके car engine का basically service हो रहा है. So your car will be checked at 75 points if it is a premium service. If it is a classic service, then 19 to 20 points will be checked, where your AC filter, your in fuel top ups, your other important things of the car will be completed, and you will just pay for the service, and mechanic will be doing his work within 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever the service timing is, and will come back. You get your service done with the special attention in front of your eyes. No hassle of honks at the agencies, or no more waiting at the places. So that's how this whole process works.
Diving into the revenue part, I want to know कि ticket size of these services are small, right? Like I guess for one service it will be around 500,000 rupees maybe.
Are you talking only about washing service or the
I'm
periodic
talking
service?
only about washing service.
Yeah, washing service ticket size is very low. We are a Zomato for washing service.
Okay,
We
perfect.
can't
So
earn much there.
Acha, that is not your main earning. So you have created a channel where like where exactly the main earning is coming, right? Because I was having a question that investment might be very huge when you talk about 5 cities you have expanded already.
Yes.
Starting में customer तुरंत नहीं मिलेंगे and one time customer मिलेंगे, and
Yes.
although if they are recurring customer for you, then you will be able to generate more revenue from them, right? So how exactly that you are maintaining, like who are your customers and from where exactly you are able to get the profit more?
So our customers are basically working professionals, very huge basis from working professionals, because normally Vaibhav, if you all know, Prachi, you are a working professional, like me myself is a working professional. You drive your car regularly or a bike regularly. You come back to your home after 7. In between, you don't have time to send your car to an agency, bike to an agency, and get the service done, right? So normally, our services are to the working professionals. To there is a small database. We have a very keen look on our database, right? Very small databases of working, what we say, single sorry what we say is that old aged parents, right? So their child will be sitting in other state. He will see our ad. Okay, my mother and father is there. They want the service done, so they'll just book the services. Very small database. Majority of the database is the वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल, एंड अ वेरी स्मॉल पोर्शन इज कि पापा आपको नहीं पता है आजकल तो घर पे आके भी सर्विस हो जाती है, दैट वो वाला डेटाबेस. तो देयर समबडीज चाइल्ड विल बुक द सर्विस आफ्टर वाचिंग आवर एड. तो वो वाला भी एक डेटाबेस हम लोगों के पास, वो वाला भी कस्टमर बेस हम लोगों के पास एक है, right? And other than that, as I said, the washing services don't give us money. वो तो सिर्फ हम लोगों को ब्रेक इवन तक ही लेके जाते हैं, right? And even people have insisted me to just take out this whole thing, washing service वाला part हटा ही दूं मैं अपने this venture से. But what I felt is that for a new customer, वो डायरेक्टली मुझसे सर्विस नहीं लेगा, पीरियोडिक सर्विस अपने कार का. He will first bring me for the washing, कि चलो पहले कार धो के जाओ घर पे आके. I'll see what you people bring with you.
Then you engage with that customer.
Then we will keep pushing कि चलो अभी आपने washing के लिए भी बुला लिया है. You try us with the periodic service. So this is a cycle, right? I have to spend a lot of money, right? We are just hitting a break even for now, but I feel that by adding premium services into the channel that I talked about, the periodic services and the AC services, our AOV, average order value, have increased, and hence at the end of the day, if we are spending some amount, right, we are getting it back as well, right? For example, if I spend 1,000 rupees on something, and if I get only 5 or 4 orders out of it, right, I can easily, make my 1,000 rupees from single order. So that's how the things are, into the venture now. So we're trusting the process. Obviously, the investment is high, but the returns are good. Yeah, the returns are very good. So if we will do it in bulk, then definitely, there will be a huge opportunity for us in this whole sector, because अभी ज़्यादा organized नहीं. There are players, there are big players, but you are in the initial first 10. So there is no race in first 10. It's all about qualifying for first 10, right? So you are in the first 10. Let's hope for the best who wins the race. I don't want to win, right? I'm just in the first 10 participating and see. I'll have my database, I know. I'll have my customer base that.
I think that is definitely a a different or right attitude, I would say, to have, because हर चीज कभी ना कभी तो बनी होगी, कोई ना कोई कर ही रहा होगा. So it's not, you don't need to be unique, you just need to be like doing what you're doing.
Correct.
So great
Yeah,
stuff.
you are Vaibhav. We are living in a country of 250 crore plus people. How can you
Yeah,
say I'm a unique guy? You cannot
yeah,
say you are a
absolutely.
unique guy, right? We
Correct,
just
correct.
have to rely on the execution process that we are. That's the only thing.
I think so. I recent like few years back, I was into Jaipur, right? And I was using the Urban company and now Urban Clap. And I think one of the issues this kind of business run into is that the people who are servicing at the end, they kind of try to make direct contacts with the customers.
Correct.
And I think that is the issue that even somewhat break these kind of companies. So this is the first question: how you are preventing that stuff not to be happening? And secondly, someone who loves their bike, loves their car, they want quality, and how you are ensuring that quality is being delivered at the end.
Mhm.
So these two questions.
So basically, to the first part, that people are approached directly, right? Your team is approached directly. So for that, we are, figuring out the solutions. But the best solution that we have now is that at the initial stage, we used to hire washers for our washing services, right? Because at that moment we were not involved into any periodic service or AC services. But once I decided to come into periodic service and AC service wala part, here I hire car mechanics, right? And usually car mechanics को हम लोग hire कर लेते हैं अपने company के साथ on a payroll, right? And once they are on a payroll with you, there are less chances. There are still chances of getting approached, but there are less chances of people approaching them directly, because majority of the mechanics, if they are working with you on the payroll, they must not have their own workshop, and if they are not having their own workshop where they'll do the service, and the kit that they are using is your kit, which is at the end of the day after serving all the orders is given to a centralized place from where they pick up the kits, right? So this whole approach wala part is solved by putting in the centralized system where they'll get the kits, right, and complete the orders and they'll come back. So we usually cater only 20 kilometers of area with one kit or two kits, right, from one centralized area. And when you say washer or serviceman will pick up the kit, complete the order and bring it back after completing the order, because at every day at starting of the day our washers have 4 to 5 orders on an average, कभी कभी 3 भी हैं to one area. तो वहां पे we can say कि वो 2 orders complete करते हैं. We are flexible with the timings. Once they are done, we won't be asking our guy to do more work, because we are unable to bring the work to them. For now, this is the situation that we are working in, but this may change to something else. I'm not sure of it, to be very honest, right? But अभी के लिए ये process है. To the second part, how we ensure the quality, right? When it comes to servicing part, let's keep aside the washing part here. The more quality is needed in the servicing part, right? तो सर्विसिंग वाले पार्ट के अंदर the spare parts that we, because spare parts is the only thing, and the cholesterol oil या फिर या mobil oil जो भी आप लोग use कर रहे हैं, that is the major thing. So we have a direct partnership with Mobil One, basically, राइट. तो जो भी हमारा ऑयल एक्सचेंज का पार्ट है इज कवर्ड विद ग्रेट क्वालिटी बिकॉज मोबिल वन इज अ ब्रांड यू ऑल माइट नो, राइट. तो वहां पे देयर इज नो अनसर्टेनिटी ऑफ क्वालिटी, राइट. And when it comes to spare parts, we have partnered ourselves on a B2B end with major spare part distributors in those areas. तो इन्वेंट्री जो है हमारा वहीं से बल्क आउट पार्ट्स के अंदर अभी फिल आउट हो जाता है बिकॉज वी हैव नोन दैट, क्योंकि अभी फॉर एग्जांपल द रिटेंशन रेट इन दिस होल सर्विसिंग वाला पार्ट इज वेरी गुड. If you are getting your service done, I have several ways of retaining you from my end because I'll put a sticker on your dashboard that okay your service will be done again on that after these kilometers, right? So you will keep on seeing that sticker and you will call me only. Let's say 80% chance you will call me again. So I already have this thing in my mind that okay these are the spare parts I need in my inventory, right? And currently we do not serve luxury cars. So that is a good factor and a bad factor for me. Bad in the sense I don't get a lot of customers in luxury areas, and a good factor that I don't have to worry about much inventory, much luxury inventory, in my centralized market, centralized marketplace, right? क्योंकि मुझे लग्जरी कार्स की जो सर्विस के लिए आई नीड टू ब्रिंग देयर ओरिजिनल प्रोडक्ट्स एंड हाउ आई विल ब्रिंग इट आई एम नॉट लार्ज इनफ करंटली, right? So अभी जो normal cars हैं, for example, we serve Hyundai, we serve Honda, we serve Tata, we serve Toyota, we serve Kia, right? So these are the major brands we have served. Toyota, I forgot to mention. So ये सारे cars के part जो हैं, these are easily available for now. Suzuki का part है, that is easily available. And majority of the cars in Punjab are Swift because we are Punjabis, we love Swift cars, budget में भी है, right? And थोड़े प्रोफेशनल के पास बलिनोज हैं, वो भी सुजुकी का पार्ट है, so we can easily get that part done. अगर थोड़ा और प्रीमियम लेवल पे जाओगे, थोड़ा ज्यादा प्रीमियम लेवल पे जाओगे तो फॉर्च्यूनर्स है पंजाबियों के पास, थार है, राइट. So we all know that these are a customer base, and even Noida is not much far away from Punjab, so Noida वाला मार्केट भी हम लोगों के साथ काफी सिमिलर है, ठीक है. Fortuner, Thar is a great symbol of what do we say, Punjabis, and this thing. तो कस्टमर को थोड़ा सा हम लोगों ने अपने आप पे एग्जामिन भी किया और प्रिडिक्ट भी किया that these are the things that we can add, and it helped for now क्योंकि हम लोग ज्यादा बड़े मार्केट में नहीं खेल रहे हैं. And this is not a thing to celebrate, I'll say, but a thing that helps us to be in the market and keep on analyzing कि आगे जाके क्या अच्छा कर सकते हैं, क्या हम लोगों को इफेक्ट कर सकता है. So you might got the answer what I have said.
Yep.
So much we have understood about Zest Care. So now I want to know what is your vision for coming years, like how you want to shape this company.
Okay, so again, I'll be honest. I am not very, what do we say, storyteller, entrepreneur, right? When it comes to telling my vision, कि आप 5 साल के बाद अपने आप को कहाँ देख रहे हैं, I'm very bad at it, right? But I have this thing in my mind that at least after this year, once this year is passed of our official operations, maybe we'll be having 10,000 plus customers, regularly getting services from us, right? And after that, the very next year, right, we want to take it to more than 50,000 customers within 6 months, so that we can expand. For that, even I have to expand myself to some other cities, not very lot of cities, but to metro cities. That'll work for me, I know, right? And I have to make this whole thing a platform that is a one-stop platform for your car care needs, right? Where your car is getting detailing services, where your car is getting the basic service, premium level service done. So this is the only vision currently we are working on, right? Not much more to add here because I have felt this thing in my journey. The more you keep the thing simple, the more you get the work in your pocket, and the more are the chances of making the thing big, right? अगर आप ज़्यादा चीजें ऐड करते जाओगे, you yourself make the thing complex, and hence the startup shut down. And currently, I'm not in the mood of making this thing shut, right? And let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Things might change, right? Entrepreneurs do say that I have a 5-year plan, but nobody have a 5-year plan. Who knows, right? These things keep on moving. All the things are random. You'll get a new idea You will, go to a startup boot camp. Somebody will meet you, and he'll tell, "अरे यहाँ पे ऐसे हो सकता है," and you will come back to your home. You will not sleep for a night, and next day you will go to your team and tell them, "नहीं मुझे तो यही करना है." So that's how things changes in startup, right? And this is true thing. Everybody will agree to this. I don't think there's once you are an MNC, a multinational company, multi-millionaire company, तब तक चीजें I don't think there you can say कि मैं अभी stable.
I think that is the beauty of startup, like because I think startup may so far we have spoken to a lot of founders, right? And what we have identified is no one has the very long term vision. What they are trying is basically figuring out the stuff as they move ahead. So
Correct.
that is the beauty of startup. But it was great, I think, knowing you, knowing your journey, knowing your venture, and we are now in a final stage of this like podcast, which is a rapid fire round. So we're going to
Okay.
ask you a few words, and whatever comes to your mind, again, you just have to answer that in one word, whatever one word that come or one thing that comes to your mind. So yeah, Prachi, go ahead.
So it will be a one word answer from my end, or whatever
Yeah,
comes to
one
your
word answer. So we will be asking you one word, and based on that, what comes to your mind, maybe not exactly one word, but a one, two, three, but not a lengthy answer, shorter one.
Okay. Okay, let's go there.
Let's start with some personal words. So, family.
Family. Family, obviously, my mother, my mother, father, and my family. That's what comes to me, right? Yeah, my family. I'm good with my family. Yeah.
Okay. Punjab.
Punjab, Punjab. It comes seva. I'll say giving to people. Uh, you know, people not. People think about Punjab in a very different way. But if only one thing should come in anyone's mind when they say Punjab, it will be seva. We love to do that. Yeah, won't be talking much about it. Yeah.
Very nice thought process because I never thought that way. So nice. Good to hear. Um, investment.
Investment. The biggest, what we say, milestone for a founder. Definitely. Biggest milestone. Because, I should say because, right? Because people currently are saying that my investment should not be celebrated, but it is a validation of your idea by some good and big players in the market. So, yes, investment is a milestone for a founder. Definitely.
Marketing.
Marketing, fun, basically. Marketing is fun.
Okay, this is it from my side. Vaibhav, if you want to add any words.
Yep, profits.
Profits. Profits are, what do you say? Profits are good. Like, definitely. First love for a founder.
Failures.
Sorry?
Failures.
Failures. Reality of life.
Great. Growth.
Growth. Uh, Always alive.
And last one, passion.
Passion. There's nothing. There is no term like passion. Passion is again a lie. For me, at least, it is a lie. It's like if Bill Gates would have a passion, he would never have built Microsoft. This is what I have learned. People say passion के साथ अगर करोगे तुम्हें पता भी नहीं लगेगा. You will do it. जब तक pain नहीं होगा, you will never know that this whole thing that you are doing is a good thing. So passion again is a lie.
Great. So that's it in this podcast, Pragat. We were, amazed to know your story, what you're doing. I think, again, as I said, this is something that even I dream of doing someday. Who knows? I might reach out to you. But yeah, this was nice to know. I think a lot of people might also got some ideas that how you can start a startup like this. Although they won't be your competitor, so don't need to worry. As you said, there's a big market outside. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you have any final thoughts, or maybe Prachi, you have final thoughts, please feel free to share.
It's been a while, like I believe it's more than 3 years I am connected with Pargat, but never got to know about him. And through this podcast, I am grateful that I got to know about you. Especially, I've never explored about automobile industry because there is no background I got there. And I'm sure, like the audience who are watching in our networks also, we don't have many people who know about automobile. So that's how like it will be very interesting topic for them to know and understand because we have spoke about this company from scratch, like कैसे start हुआ, कैसे revenue generate हुआ, कौन से customers आए, कैसे बना वो. So it was amazing to know about you and your company in this podcast. Thank you so much for joining in. Um, uh, like it was an instant. Like I just pinged Pargat, will you be available? And he was like, yes. Why you want to be so formal while inviting me? You might have just sent me a normal message stating you have to be my guest. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Prachi, thank you, Vaibhav, for bringing me here, right? And it is like obviously very wonderful to connect people who are already in the market and trying new stuff, right? And I have seen your episodes before as well, right? And it's a learning for me, and I wish a very good luck for this whole podcast that you have started, and for the viewers to you please bring more much good content for them, and I'll be there watching it as a first viewer, right? And I hope we connect again in a very new podcast, right, with some more fun sessions. And let's hope for the best, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pragat. So, guys, that's it in this podcast. If you want to reach out to Pragat, you will find a LinkedIn link for Pragat. You can outreach him. You can talk to him. In case you want to start Pragat's, just auto care in your city, you may want to outreach him. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast. See you. Bye bye in the next one. Bye bye.